26 and item 33.
Oral communication off. You're timing. Okay. Just want to show this to everybody. This is another piece of hit mail that hit our city. Monica Cooper, shame on you. You drank the Kool-Aid of Jim Deere and his lapdog groupies. Instead of extolling the virtues of your candidacy for the office of city treasurer, you preferred to try and destroy people who have given and proven over 25 years their loyalty and service to our city. The voters of Carson loudly rejected these same vicious tactics of Prophet Walker against Assemblyman Mike Gibson. Remember that? Over 30 hate pieces of mail went out. No one should be elected to office on the basis of how much garbage they put out on their opponents. Carson has had enough. Tell me why I should vote for you. Tell me why your claim to experience in financial investment is nothing more than collecting taxes at the Franchise Tax Board. Jim Deere, have you forgotten how hurtful hate mail is? Remember the mail piece where you allegedly were singing with the gay choir chorus? Or how about the small business, telling your small business experience selling hosiery as your claim to being a small businessman? And what about rumors circulating on and off that you were hospitalized up north for mental illness? And more recently, your off-the-wall speech bragging of your desire to be city clerk when it's not about you, but instead it was celebrating the swearing in of our assemblyman. I say this, Jim Deere, because I fully expect you to start another round of hate mail, this time on our city clerk, Danisha Gaz. There again, that's the only way you know how to win an election. I wouldn't be surprised to see a nasty hit piece, again short on truth, using me as the instrument to attack her. Well, let me, on the record, tell those folks listening tonight that yes, I was Danisha's worst nightmare the first year she came to office. But over the years, she has proven to me that she knows her stuff. She represents a new generation of professionals that the city of Carson needs. I'm darn proud to support Danisha Gaz. At least I can trust her. She will do the right thing in office and not bend the rules so as you so often do to achieve your goals. One more thing I want to get off my mind. At the last city council meeting, before closed session, I spoke before you criticizing what I suspected would be the firing of our city manager, Nelson Hernandez. And then I went on to say the following, and this is a quote. Just look at the lawsuit filed by a former employee that Alito allegedly ordered fired. And he defended his friend and or neighbor, even though this neighbor allegedly shoved that employee and uttered the N-word. That was my quote. You came out of closed session, and Alito, you hid behind the skirts of the city attorney, who attributed to me a bunch of statements that were not true. I have never once said you used the N-word. If you listen carefully, I stated you were part of the meeting in City Hall that sided with your Filipino friend, even though he was the one using the N-word, and ultimately you had our city employee fired. So don't go off and turn the tables on me and accuse me of saying something I didn't. Listen to yourself speak and hear your words. They may come back to haunt you. Finally, let's get real here. In my 40 years of bailing people out of jail, some who may be here tonight or may have a family member that needed my services, I can say with certainty that too many people are falsely accused of something that are later dismissed. Just look at me. You had me arrested over bipping Jan Schaefer during the recall. Or look at Terry Forsythe, who was arrested for some sort of vehicle code violation. What a nightmare until it is dismissed. The way our system works, people are innocent till proven guilty. Unless, of course, it's convenient to put it half-truths on a hit piece. How much time I have? Okay, let me move on Measure A. Thank you, Mr. Leslie, for starting that conversation. Back in November, I brought to the city attorney's attention that you cannot use my taxpayers' dollars to advocate this tax. You have to be truthful, you have to be honest. And at that point, the ballot measure was written to say that the city council has placed Measure A on the March 3rd ballot to continue the UUT. No. That wasn't what you were doing. You were continuing and adding 3 more utilities. So what the city attorney changed it, properly so, and now you're spending propaganda money and saying the same thing. It's extending UUT. That's a lie. That's untruthful. And I've already brought it to your city's attention. You got to stop fooling the people. Tell them the truth. Thank you.